the gals, it's me, George, the shade tree fix-it man, and I'm up on the roof, and we have most of the roof coated as far as I want to go. I have more work to do on the eaves at the back and faceboards to put on before that all gets nailed down properly, but we're down over the last set of seams there, and we're over the seam onto the next roof, and I'll probably do that roof eventually. And the same at the front. I haven't done across the front all the way up because it has faceboards going on and all that kind of good stuff. But this should get me sealed up so we don't have any more leaks, Lord willing, inside the shop. Let me take you down and we'll show you what we got done inside the shop. Well, this is to make up for lost footage from this afternoon when Kevin was here with me. I came down off of the roof and we came in here to show you what we had got accomplished here today, and somehow it got lost off of my telephone. So here we are. We relocated this miter saw, which had been over against this wall before temporarily, and we have relocated it over here and get it spaced away from the wall so that I get full travel on my slide. And we set it up so that the back of this fence here will push right in there like that, nice and snug. And it runs across over to this miter saw, and it sits nice and snug against the back there. And there's going to be a door put on this opening here. We framed up this section of wall before we built the bench for this miter saw, which is mounted securely, and made this little table here. And so what will happen is I can slide materials right out this window here. If we got something really long that needs to be cut, you know, we can slide it right out there. And I may even, I haven't decided yet, but I may even actually change this and make it an extended table. But we'll have plenty of room on this side for cutting anyway, because theoretically we'd be able to go all the way to the front of the shop. And the reason you're wondering why I have two miter saws in here, slide this back in. This one here is a 10-inch, and it can cut essentially a 12-inch wide board. This one here is only an 8.5, and it cannot cut that far. It can cut about a 10-inch board. I can do 12 if I tip the 12 up like this. This one works much more smoothly. It's a Hitachi. I've had this one for probably, what do I want to say, 30 years? Yeah, probably about 30 years I've had that saw, and it still works great. It runs nice and smooth. This one here works well, but it's not quite as smooth operating, and it's a inexpensive one. Chicago Electric, I don't know, is that inexpensive one from Harbor Freight, I guess. But it just doesn't run quite as smoothly, but it's great for doing rough cutting stuff and for wider things. And I have another blade. This is kind of a coarse blade for a miter saw, so I'm going to put a more fine blade on it. In fact, I have it right up there. See that? I have a 60-tooth blade we'll be putting on it. So next chance I get out here, this bench will be coming out of here. We had already talked about that. You can see the difference in height between where that one is down there and where the miter saw is up here. And probably I will take that bench and mount it over here on this wall. I'm not sure if I'll put it all the way to the back or not, or if I would put it up in here. I don't know, I'm still arranging things in my brain, you know. And I have to take that air conditioning unit down, and it might get mounted over here in this corner on that front wall, or maybe even up there on top of that window. We'll see once. And then I'm going to get a larger AC unit to put over in the Goofy shop. So yeah, whoa, that's where we're going. You got to watch out. You know, I get junk all over the floor in here still because we've been building and moving stuff around. But we're making progress, and thankfully I got the roof sealed, as you saw, and I think my financial advisor is going to okay the purchase of some more rough sawn lumber so we can get this back wall closed in and finish off the front wall too. Well, that's our progress for today. I wouldn't have got everything done without help from the Big Dawg. Glad to have him back and able to be working with me again. As long as he's not lifting engine blocks. That's what his doctor told him. So I haven't had him lifting any engine blocks today. And I'll have Kevin share with you how he's progressing with his situation. That's up next. So you all saw what we were doing down in the shop today. And I want to have the Big Dawg come on in here, Kevin, my son-in-law, and give you an update on his status. God is already answering prayer in several different ways, but he could tell you the course that is lying ahead for him.
Well, I'm not sure if he said anything, but I had a TIA, or what they call a mini stroke. And, you know, I have a valve. My aorta valve is not closing properly, which means I have blood going back into my heart, and my heart is beating harder and faster, and put me in AFib. And so I'm going to end up having to have open heart surgery to replace the aorta valve and the aorta chamber, and probably about 1 to 2 months. But you know, I've come to terms, and I prayed to God, and God has given me peace, and it's all in His hands, all in His control, and you know, I'll get through it. I can't leave George by himself. But that's about it. I mean, you know, I got a bunch of tests, and it's going to be a long road, but you know, we'll get through it.
He's already had a number of tests, and he has a heart catheterization coming up, and he's already had
Endoscopy.
Yeah.
And I have MRIs, MRAs, to check my brain, my neck, all my arteries, and then my surgeon wants to do C-scan or something like that.
Yeah.
But he wants to check all my arteries from my neck all the way down to my pelvis, and actually onto my thighs too. So you know, that's gonna happen probably within the next few weeks, and then we'll move on, and hopefully everything goes smoothly, and you know, and like I said, God willing, He'll get me through this, and you know, just keep me in your prayers. That's all I ask.
Yeah. And we appreciate all the prayers that some of you all have already sent up, and you saw the progress that we have made today. And Kevin was down there working with me on that, helping me build the benches. And what else did we do? We did more than build a bench. Okay, oh, we built the back wall, that one part of the back wall that actually includes the bench, because, so, yeah. So we've had a good day, plus getting the roof cleaned and sealed up. And Big Dawg was my foreman, telling me where to go, what to do.
Yeah,
And
okay.
he stayed on the ladder and he opened the cans and stirred them up, got them ready for me to spread out. So it's been a beautiful day here. It's got to be up over 50 degrees right now. And the nice thing is there is no wind blowing. So it is very, very pleasant. And so we hope you all are having a good day. And thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up, sharing, all of them good things. So, till next time, this is George the Shade Tree Fix-It Man and
Big Dawg.
the Big Dawg saying bye for now.